There was a special magic in the air during the 1960s, a time when the open road beckoned families to explore, dream, and create memories that would last a lifetime. The cars of that era weren't just machines, they were vessels of adventure, comfort, and connection. Families would pile into these beloved vehicles, maybe on a Friday evening after a long week, windows rolled down, faces beaming with excitement. Today, let's take a sentimental journey through 10 of the cars every family dreamed about in that unforgettable decade. Let's start our countdown with the Ford Country Squire. The Country Squire, with its elegant wood paneling that gave it a rustic charm. Families loved how spacious it was, with room for all the kids, the dog, and perhaps that all-important picnic basket filled to the brim with sandwiches and fresh lemonade. You remember the scent of warm vinyl from the seats, the way the dashboard gleamed in the sunlight, and the sound of the engine humming along a country road. This car symbolized the ideal suburban family life, a timeless piece of Americana. Next up, we have the Chevrolet Impala. This was the car that whispered success and sophistication. Picture a family cruising down the boulevard, the sleek design capturing the eyes of onlookers. With its spacious interior and smooth ride, the Impala was perfect for weekend getaways, allowing everyone to fit comfortably while the radio played the latest hits from the top 40 charts. The smooth glide over the pavement, combined with the laughter and occasional bickering of siblings in the back seat, made the Impala a cherished choice. Now, can we talk about the Volkswagen Beetle? Small, quirky, and fun, the Beetle had that undeniable character. You remember how easy it was to park and how it seemed to bounce on the road, instantly lifting the spirits of everyone inside. It was the car for free spirits, young couples, and maybe even a few beach-bound hippies. With its distinctive rounded shape and vibrant colors, the Beetle was more than just a car. It felt like a little slice of joy on wheels. As our countdown moves along, the iconic Ford Mustang deserves a mention. This was more than a family car, it was a sports car that turned heads. Families aspired to drive a Mustang not just for its high performance, but for that thrilling feeling of speed and freedom. You could hear your dad revving the engine and feel the vibration of the power beneath the hood, unleashing a sense of adventure that stirred a spark in every family member's heart. Driving the Mustang was a moment of pride, a feeling of youth captured in a metal frame. No list of beloved family cars would be complete without the Chevrolet Bel Air. Its classic design was a staple of the decade, a statement of style that symbolized prosperity. Families could often be seen at the drive-in cinema, settled into the back seat, munching on popcorn and sharing laughs under the stars. The Bel Air had a flair that combined nostalgia with a sense of modernity, offering a cozy environment for making those late-night memories. Next is the Plymouth Fury, which had a certain elegance and luxury. It was known for its remarkable design and comfortable rides. Imagine the feeling when the family gathered inside, with the plush seats and the smooth fabric against your skin. The hood ornament shimmered under the sunlight as you drove through neighborhoods, and the sound system played your favorite oldies while you moved from destination to destination, often to visit relatives or explore state parks. How could we forget the Pontiac GTO? Often regarded as America's original muscle car, families would try to get their hands on one for those spirited weekend adventures. The rumble of its powerful engine had a musical quality of its own. It was a car that allowed families to embrace their wild side, even if just for a moment. You could almost hear the roar of excitement as Dad pressed the accelerator, taking the bend in the road with grace and thrill. At number 3, we have the Rambler American. This compact car was surprisingly spacious inside, making it a practical choice for budget-conscious families. Its unassuming design belied the sense of freedom it provided. On road trips, you could hear the laughter of children playing games in the back seat, making up songs as Mom and Dad navigated through the scenic views. The Rambler was a car of simple pleasures, perfect for those who cherished family togetherness above all. As we approach the final stretch, let's not overlook the Cadillac DeVille. The family that owned a Cadillac was often seen as the epitome of success and elegance. Imagine rolling up to a family gathering in this majestic car, with its plush leather seats and an interior that smelled of fine materials. Just the sight of that chrome grille gleaming in the sunlight could evoke admiration from family and friends alike. It wasn't just about transportation, it was about making a statement that would echo through generations. Finally, we arrive at the car that defined family road trips, the station wagon with the rear-facing third seat. This was more than just a vehicle, it was a stage for life's most precious memories. Who could forget those thrilling moments of sitting in that back seat, watching the world zoom past as the family embarked on adventures? The smell of fresh air, mixed with the faint scent of leather, lingered in the air as laughter erupted from the front seats. You might have even caught an occasional glimpse of a passing car, a friendly wave exchanged between families on the open road. Do you remember those spontaneous stops at roadside diners? The satisfaction of a warm meal served with a side of nostalgia, followed by a search for all those quirky souvenirs? The station wagon was the very heartbeat of a family's journey, encompassing the spirit of togetherness that made road trips so magical. It encapsulated adventure, possibility, and the essence of family bonding through miles traveled and memories made. As we conclude this nostalgic journey through 10 of the cars that captured our hearts in the 1960s, it's clear that each vehicle played a unique role in shaping family life. They were not merely machines, but gateways to adventure, laughter, and cherished memories. And while we may have left those days behind, the essence remains alive in our hearts. The next time you find yourself reminiscing about those journeys, remember that each car carried not just people, but the stories that united families in love and laughter. So, I invite you to share your own memories in the comments below. Which car from your childhood made the greatest impact? Let's all take a moment to bask in this shared nostalgia together. As we meander through this landscape of memory, it's important to remember the role each of these cars played not only in our daily commutes, but in the very fabric of family life. Think about the grand adventures that unfurled with the roar of an engine and the soft hum of tires gliding over asphalt, each trip filled with its own little rituals and shared moments that linger in our hearts. Let's take a moment to dwell on the Ford Country Squire once more. The memories we made sliding into that spacious interior, your siblings bumping against you and your parents signaling for quiet as they prepared for the long haul. Who can forget those family vacations when the car was loaded to the brim? Between the well-endowed picnic cooler and the foldable lawn chairs, there was barely room left for the kids. And what about that rear-end shelf where you would often find the best view as you spied over the expansive fields or glimpsed the shimmering lakes? It's as if the Country Squire was a family member in itself, offering its embrace through every twist and turn, every stop at a roadside attraction. Whether it was a quirky giant ball of twine or a charming little diner adorned with neon lights serving the best milkshakes. The Chevy Impala was not just a vehicle, it was the chariot of Saturday night adventures. With the smell of popcorn wafting from the local drive-in theaters, families would pile in, often bearing dinner trays of hot dogs and sodas, hoping to catch a flick under the stars. The feeling of reclining the front seats slightly to catch both the movie and the cool night breeze was an unforgettable experience. You could picture the silhouettes framed by the dashboard lights, chuckling at every comedic scene, or sharing tender moments as the love story unfolded on the big screen. The Impala made those moments feel larger than life, and the echoes of laughter soared like fireflies into the night sky. Now let's paint an image of those leisurely Sunday drives in the Volkswagen Beetle. Perhaps you remember a time when your family was feeling adventurous, spontaneously deciding to venture out to the beach. The trunk would open wide to reveal a collection of beach towels and a boombox ready to belt out your favorite tunes. The iconic sound of the Beetle's engine would fill the air, coupled with laughter and the unmistakable sound of the wind whipping through the open windows as you happily sang along to the radio, a mix of doo-wop and early rock and roll. When you finally reached the sand, the excitement of running barefoot toward the waves felt like pure freedom, ignited by that little car with its sunny disposition. The allure of the Ford Mustang wasn't just about its stylish exterior, it was the thrill of the ride too. Picture the summer months when families would embark on road trips to state fairs or music festivals, the Mustangs rolling down Route 66 with the feel of the ultimate adventure at hand. One particularly hot afternoon, the car could still be felt warming up as Dad revved the engine to a playful tune, teasing the kids about the journey ahead. Your siblings would cheer and clap along, turning the Mustang into a joyful concert on wheels. The anticipation of the incredible attractions, whether it was a roller coaster with wild loops or cotton candy vendors lining the way, added to the Mustang's legacy of adventure. The Chevrolet Bel Air also colored family stories with its luxurious touch. Families enjoyed weekend picnics not just in parks, but often at lakesides, where the symmetry of the Bel Air's round curves would be juxtaposed against shimmering water. Moms would spread out checkered blankets as dads set up old portable radios, and laughter echoed as everyone munched on sandwiches and potato chips. The reverberating sound of splashes cushioned by the thunderous teenage murmurs belonging to a gang of young boys splashing each other in the water is a memory that will forever etch itself against that classic backdrop. No matter the weather, the Bel Air was always ready for adventures, whether it was a sunny day or an impromptu rainstorm that had everyone huddled together under the roof, keeping spirits high with songs and silly games until the clouds parted. And who could forget the Plymouth Fury? Underneath its sleek design lay a car that afforded a softness to family time often lost in the modern rush. Imagine taking turns on family game weekends while cruising down quiet country roads, the plush seats enveloping everyone in comfort. An unforgettable memory, a rainy day passed with laughter as Mom recounted stories from her childhood. The soothing hum of the Fury's engine acted as a backdrop to every heartfelt moment shared. You could feel the warmth in the air, lovingly brewed with the coffee in a thermos, creating an experience that was tangible, a highlight reel of love even before you arrived at your destination. When the roar of the Pontiac GTO echoed through the streets, you could almost feel the pulse of youth and rebellion in its engine. Families lucky enough to own one grabbed the chance to indulge in spirited drives through the town, windows rolled down, rock music blaring, the excitement palpable. You may recall your family driving past dusk with twinkling streetlights dancing in unison with the rhythm of the engine. Taking the shortcuts, winding through neighborhoods to bypass the traffic, every corner turned was an exhilarating ride. Occasionally, you could feel the anticipation hanging in the air as you approached a local ice cream parlor, laughter escaping the windows as everyone knew there would be a sweet treat waiting at the end of those wheels. The Rambler American, practical yet charming, became an emblem of family togetherness. Picture yourself and your siblings crammed into the back seat for a weekend trip to Grandma's house. Despite the protective, keep your hands to yourselves warning from Mom, tickling and laughter erupted over road games like I Spy or 20 Questions. Every memory made during the ride would solidify your bond. The Rambler's simple interior felt warm and inviting. It was a canvas of shared experiences, from stargazing during long midnight drives to those serene moments spent watching sunsets as you turned into the driveway, Grandma's warm, buttery cookies wafting out to greet you. As we reminisce about the Cadillac DeVille with its luxurious interior, we can't help but celebrate the specific moments this car allowed families to share. Think about those Sundays filled with family gatherings. Rolling up to a family reunion, everyone piled in, looking forward to a day filled with familiar faces and hearty laughter. The gleaming exterior and plush leather seats became a part of those celebrations, symbolizing not just status, but the essence of family pride. Picture the delighted squeals of cousins running toward the vehicle as it pulled up, kids clamoring to see who could hop in first, eager to start the day alongside beloved family members. And so, we arrive once again at the epicenter of family road trips, the station wagon. The beauty of those endless journeys, piled in with snacks and games, that wayward rear-facing seat landing every member into a canvas of childish joy, became a pivotal period in your family's history. The laughter and laughter echoed louder. Remember that time you and your siblings performed an impromptu concert back there? Your parents could hardly keep straight faces as you sang your heart out to the backdrop of rolling hills and backcountry roads. Each exit off the highway brought with it a chance for unexpected stops, a quirky roadside gift shop where odds and ends became treasures in a young child's eyes, or a scenic overlook ripe with new exploration opportunities. As we leave our exploration of the cars that defined families in the 1960s, we hold tightly to the threads of nostalgia woven throughout these vehicles. They were more than machines. They brought people together, bridging distances and hearts. Amidst the laughter, the deliberately planned trips, and those spontaneous excursions captured in snapshots of time, we can look back and feel that magic. And so, as we've walked down this golden avenue of reminiscence, remember to keep those memories alive. Share the moments that defined you around comment threads with fellow dreamers and lovers of the road, and let us celebrate the spirit of family and adventure together.